All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Council. Today, and my fellow film fanatics and I will be talking about all things movies. I'm joined by our usual favorites. Liam, please say hello.
Hi, sorry, my mouse broke and I couldn't unmute.
Poor dear. All right, go back to mute.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Liam, Ben.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Ben. Hello. Joseph with a haircut.
Hey guys.
Joseph got a haircut. He looks so fancy, so swanky. And so Hale.
What's happening?
Hello. Today we're also joined by our special guest, Gico. Please say hi.
Hi, I'm nervous. I'm like Miss Marvel, but bad with names, so bad with names.
All right, so today we're sadly missing a few of our favorites. We're missing our movie boy, Yusuf, and our Mac boy, Anthony, but we will persevere. Anyway, let's talk about gays, shall we?
Off to the lesbians.
Off to the lesbians. All right, so do we all remember my hypothesis?
You tell us your hypothesis.
All right, I'm going to tell you my hypothesis.
Liam forgot is what he's trying to say.
Liam did forget.
I didn't. It's so our listeners can hear the hypothesis.
All right, so I don't think it's much of a hypothesis. It's just something that I've realized, and I don't know. I just want to see if you guys have also realized this too, and we'll have a chitty chat about it. So a lot of lesbian films are, what I've realized, are just a bunch of white women in period pieces. That's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. With exception of obviously Handmaiden, which is essentially just erotica. But it's great. Handmaiden is freaking amazing. It's also very funny because my sister and I watched Handmaiden and then we watched Portrait of a Lady on Fire, and those are two very different films. Anyway, discuss.
So I actually, just to kick us off, just to help you prove that point, I actually found a list of the 14 top lesbian and bisexual dramas you need to watch. Number 1, 2 white lesbians in a period piece, Carol. Number 2, 2 white lesbians, Heavenly Creatures, in 1954. Number 3, Reaching for the Moon, slightly different. It is a Brazilian and an American called Reaching for the Moon, set between 1951 and 1967.
Christ.
But it was a Brazilian played by a white woman. No, number 4, Tipping the Velvet, a Victorian miniseries. Number 5, dun dun dun, we have our colour. We have Bessie, which was a HBO biopic starring Queen Latifah. 1. It was also a period piece. The next is number 6, Farewell My Queen, starring Diane Kruger as Marie Antoinette and Léa Seydoux as somebody in her court who she had lesbian relations with. Number 7, Another Way, a Cold War story about lesbians. Number 8, Amy and Jaeger, set during World War II, both white lesbians. Number 9, The Girl King, Queen of Sweden. The Queen of Sweden in some old-timey time had lesbian affairs. Another one, Daphne, also white. Number 11, Fingersmith, Victorian lesbians. Number 12, The World Unseen. This one is about a white woman who goes to Cape Town and has a lesbian affair with an Indigenous lady in the 1950s. So we have color number 2.
Color number 2. Technically 3.
Technically 3, yeah, because we had the white Brazilian lady. 13, The Secret Diaries of Miss Anne Lister, 19th century landowner, also white woman. And then 14, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, but the
White
old,
women.
but the original version, not the one that's just been remade with Kate Winslet. So also
Not
white.
Kate Winslet.
I thought it was Kate Winslet.
No, that's Emma Tidgerton.
Claire Foy.
Uh,
No,
Or-
are they
Portrait of a
not the
Lady
same
Monster.
film?
One.
Oh, Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix's wife. Yeah,
Rooney Mara.
Rudy
No,
Mara.
that's
Yes.
Carol.
That's Carol. They're all just
Oh my
they're all just
god!
blending into
They look
one.
the same.
Oh my god. So you get my point?
I get your point.
It's either that or I'm not. I don't know.
Portrait
If
of a
I'm
Lady
looking
on
at the-
Fire is
Right,
the
maybe.
one that's set in the 1700s about
Yes.
this woman who's an artiste, and she
Yes.
goes and she needs to create a portrait of this woman's daughter because she needs her daughter married off. And her daughter is a recluse, and then they have a beautiful love affair. And yeah, it's really it's a great movie, and it's actually like really good. But it's still white women in a period piece, and it's actually created by a lesbian. It was yeah, good shit. Lesbian director. It's tremendously gay, and it's very good. I just want
Just
more.
looks so similar to that Ammonite or whatever it's called with Kate Winslet.
I think Ammonite's a different time.
I know another one. It's called The Favorite. With Olivia Colman.
God, yeah.
Yeah,
Rachel
The Favorite.
Weisz, Emma
Also,
Stone.
white women in a period piece.
Oh my god, I forgot about The Favorite. That was such a good film. I love royal history. Oh my god. That is a lesbian movie.
Everything's like you're getting a lesbian next week though.
Yes, and they're wearing jeans. Woo! They are white though, but we're getting
You're getting close.
We're getting so
can't-
close. It's really sad because you can find a lot of other films that are like super gay and POC.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
But
Go ahead. Euphoria, is that a lesbian TV show?
Euphoria is queer. I don't know if it's lesbian specific.
Yeah, it's queer because it's encompassing all
Sexualities and identities and everything. But I don't
Okay, so
know
it's
if
not
there's any
strictly
specific lesbian understanding there.
Yeah, I think Zendaya's like
Bi?
pan,
Pan.
Oh, Pan.
and then the other lead is trans.
And what was I gonna say? Yeah, you can find a lot of other films, but you really do have to do a lot of like deep digging for a lot of them, which is like really sad because bye Sohail. He's not leaving yet, but he will soon in a bit. Yeah, you really have to like dig for them, and that's like the really sad part because a lot of lesbian films that we do get are not only like super like fetishizing and just like it just becomes like really grating and sad to a point, but it just doesn't feel tremendously representative. We do have Bly Manor, which is something. It's good representation, but again, it is just white women in a period piece. But we also do have Tania Miller, who is an actual Black lesbian, and that didn't happen, and that I feel like was a huge missed opportunity there. So Mike Flanagan, do something with Tania Miller next time, please. She's Black and gay. That sounds fun. Yeah.
Wasn't that the lady that was also in Years and Years?
Yes, I love Years and Years. Oh,
So good, isn't it?
So good.
That had excellent queer representation.
Amazing queer representation.
I sobbed.
Oh, bye, Sohail.
Goodbye, Sohail.
Bye.
Enjoy
Nice
your
meeting you,
studies.
Jafar. I'm calling you Jafar. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you, Chu. Is that your last name?
Chew. Like a Pikachu.
Chu. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Natalie. Bye,
Remember,
everyone.
study hard.
Just joking. Bye, Natalia. Bye,
Bye.
Ben. Bye, Joseph. Bye, Liam. Have fun. See you hopefully next week, okay?
Toodaloo.
But yeah, do you think my hypothesis holds up? Boys who haven't
Def-
spoken?
Ben, do you want to speak or I'll speak? Or what?
You
Or
go
just-
ahead. 'Cause I just have to
Okay.
say she's right. So.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, when you ask that question, it just feels like an essay question. Like, I agree. Like, I think that's why, like, I think film needs to work on their LGBT and diversity. I think we've been called out with Hollywood. Like, they say, look, you guys, we have diversity. No, you don't. You're trying very, 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 very slowly. Like, you're getting there and stuff. And I just feel like for me personally, like I don't know lots of it's so bad, but like I don't know any like like lesbian films other than like TV and stuff that I'm more familiar with and stuff. And again, what you said about the other question, it's like a two-part question. The other question is like why do they like to share lesbian movies not lesbian movies. I mean like why do you like to share stories that takes place in time period? I just think that because Hollywood really loves going back in time. They just pretend like, oh, look, you guys, you never know this part of history. So like that's a perfect way for like this because Hollywood loves money and business and stuff. So I guess like when they tell like past stories, see I'm like Grace Randolph right now, like business. So like that's why I think the reason why again Hollywood really loves telling past stories, especially stuff like this, because it's just good for business and what it really like it really makes people, the audience, want to watch it because it's so hard for people like general audience to just watch like a history movie, like a time period movie, unless like they have some LGBT elements in it. And I just think that the reason why I personally why it's always white is because like for me coming back in an Asian background, like I'm like from the born and raised in the Philippines. Like again, the Philippines is not like legalized gay marriage yet, which sucks. So what I meant to say is like there's just some like ethnicity like groups, they're just unfortunately not really like open to LGBT the concept yet, and it just again it's very conservative and like hopefully that changed pretty soon. But that's why that to answer your question, that's why like I think that Hollywood has so many like white couple LGBT. I mean not sorry lesbian, but I hope that in the future things will change. Slowly changing. We're getting there, Hollywood. We're getting there. We see what you're doing. That's my TED Talk.
Thank you for your TED Talk. I think a reason as to why they continue to do period pieces is a kind of way of assuming a kind of progressiveness that was going on at the time that really wasn't the case. It was a lot of it was and still is to an extent very hush hush. And yeah, it's a lot of being like, oh yeah, they were queer. I don't know. And I guess this all just kind of falls again into a thing of colonization, because it's true. A lot of these countries prior to colonization were very open to anything and everything. And then they came in and they instilled a lot of homophobic and
white religious
understanding of things that were vilified and thus excluded. I do believe, I think it is all in the Philippines, where oh God, I'm not going to speak out of turn, so I won't because I really can't.
Ben's only just had in Ireland. They've only just had gay marriage legalized.
Yeah, it's the same thing what you said. Like my friend, like my friend will love this topic. Like my friend, like kept educating me. Like yeah, it's the same thing what you said. Like after the Spanish colonized like our country, that's when the Philippines that we know today, they're very conservative. Excited.
Very conservative. Trust me, bitch, I'm Latin. I know.
Yeah, and like that's why like they forgot that it's like Moana. Like they forgot who they are. Like before they didn't know like they were so open to concept like that. And like I just don't like how like they treat LGBT, like anything LGBT, as a joke, which concerns me. Like they don't, now they're slowly opening to it, but I just don't like, I just find it problematic. They think of LGBT and using LGBT like roles as a comedian way, and like yeah, it's just problematic to me. Yeah.
Ben, you have not spoken, my love.
All I have to say is that you are indeed correct. It's a very annoying trend, and Ammonite is flopping, and it deserves to, because it's old news. You know, it was great making these period pieces in like 2005 with, wasn't it, Brokeback Mountain? When that came out, it was like 70s, or I haven't seen it. So whenever that movie took place.
I will admit that the promotion for it, the posters for it were like third eye was wide open for that. It was
Yeah,
like
you
it
couldn't
was
tell
very
if it was-
heteronormative promotion photos, and it was really
I
fun.
think that was the main part that got it the
attention.
the push and the attention. Because obviously all these straight people were going in to watch what they thought was just like a cowboy movie, and then all of a sudden Jake Gyllenhaal's getting ram raided after a can of beans in a tent.
By Heath Ledger.
Yeah. So
Well, as I said, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
you should. It's an excellent, excellent film.
Yeah, you don't want to see the
Take
Joker.
note the-
You don't want to see the Joker do Mysterio.
I know, yeah, Heath Ledger's great in everything he does. I just haven't seen it yet. I probably won't. But it was great making these films in 2000s. Like, that's good. But could you maybe move forward, please? Like, you can do it on TV and stuff, but I'd like, for Natalia's sake specifically, because I can tell it really annoys her, for them to move forward. Because they've been stuck in this, because they have not really won any major awards. They haven't made a lot of money, but that's because this isn't really a winning strategy, making movies about the past. Make movies about the future. Make movies about the present, the now.
Yeah.
That's just all I have to say. But I think Natalia hit the nail on the head. It's a true hypothesis.
Yay.
Handmaiden is great.
Handmaiden is freaking phenomenal. I think that film should also be brought into question just a little bit because it is erotica. So that also can bring up the topic of we being hyper fetishized and hypersexualized, not only as women, but most specifically as lesbians. Time's up, boys. If there's any last topics or anything that you want to say about this, please do, and then we'll
just give us a modern lesbian story.
Yes. Please.
Tune in next week to find out what that modern lesbian story is.
Yay! Oh, it's so fun. It's Christmas and then lesbians. I love it. But the thing again, but even with that, it's so sad that even that is already somewhat questionable because it is bringing in the compulsory heteronormativity. It's bringing in the familial religious understanding of sexuality and a lot of gay, lesbian, just queer general trauma of having to come out. Like, we're so far past this, but we're getting there. At least it isn't a period piece. That's
reviews so far. I feel like we might be getting something good.
Oh yeah.
Because the reviews have been very, very good for it, and I don't think they would give it a pass.
Okay.
So,
I'll watch it whenever it comes out. When does it come out again?
when we're talking about Happiest Season, by the way, if anyone listening.
The
25th. Mackenzie Davis. Dan Levy.
Dan Levy. Your favorite.
I love Dan Levy so much. I want him to be my lover.
Right, come on, tell the people.
I think it's the
where they
25th of December on Hulu. No, I think it's the 26th for an international PVOD release.
Okay, we have Hulu, so I will watch it, and Hannah and I will watch it this weekend.
And I'm assuming Ben won't watch it.
Ben, watch it for me.
I
Please.
said I was going to watch it.
Okay,
I
good.
am.
Yay.
For Mackenzie Davis and Aubrey Plaza.
And me.
Oh yes, Aubrey Plaza as well. Oh, I love Aubrey Plaza.
And Alison Brie.
Yeah.
Glow fan for life.
A lot of great white women in that movie.
I forgot she was. It is her, isn't it? Who was in Scream 4?
Oh,
I forgot she was in it. I rewatched them all for Halloween, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Alrighty, everyone, boys, it is time. Thank you all so much for listening, and to watch the video version of the reviews, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube, The Movie Lover, and follow us on Twitter at The Council Pod and on Instagram at @the_Council Pod to stay updated. I think this is the time when we say goodbye. Thank you so much, Gico, for your amazing Disney talk.
Oh my God.
I know. Hey, by the way, congratulations, you're on here. Isn't that amazing?
It's such a dream come true, honestly. I always listen to you guys like when I'm going for like my more like afternoon walks. It's just crazy that I'm being in this episode. It's insane. And yeah, such a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I do like self promotion or something? Because I know you.
Yeah. Do you have anything to plug?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so when this episode comes out, please go to my YouTube channel. Just type Gico Chu, or you can find Gico Bellator. And don't ask me about the username, Gico Bellator in all capital, lower capital. Please check out my video on me doing a review of Tango, because Tango, it's a 10th anniversary of Tango. Please check out where I compared to 2 dolls of like classic and the freaking Hasbro one, so which you can help you with your holiday season and stuff, and also to help you celebrate the 10th anniversary of Tango. So please check that out. And you can find me on Twitter and TikTok, Gico Grande, lower capital, like yeah, Gico Grande, and follow me on Instagram. Hello, my name is Gico. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Did you say Tangled?
Sorry.
Did you say Tangled? Like with the
Yeah,
Rapunzel story?
it's 10th anniversary when the episode comes out on Tuesday.
The movie is 10 years old?
I know, right?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's 10.
I say it this once and I say it once again. I hate time. All right, everyone. Boys, say bye, please.
Bye.
Bye. Evil dreams.
Oh, hey, thanks for watching. And remember, full episodes are available wherever you get your podcasts.
With new episodes Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, links in the description box.
And be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to stay caught up to date with the Council.
Boys, I'm excited.